What's up, guys? It's James here again from Vintage Reno on Instagram at Vintage Reno. If you've watched any of my videos before, you've heard me talk about how I don't do just clothes. I do a little bit of everything, and today I'm going to kind of prove that. Got a pretty good Nintendo 64 game haul this morning, so I'm going to go over that with you and show you what I got, what I spent, and later on show you what I expect to make. But in the in-between, since I don't have a lot to show you, it's only about 10 games, I want to show you what I do to clean them up, how I take pictures, because that's very important when selling them, and like I said, what I expect to make. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me show you what I got. Alright, so first up, got your staple here, Mario 64. Something that everybody needs to get, obviously. It's not worth a ton, but everybody wants it, so if you don't have it, and collectors don't have it, they're more likely to get it. Then we got Yoshi's Story. It's another decent game, nothing too wild. Then we're getting to more expensive stuff, so Banjo-Kazooie, it's a pretty good game price-wise. Then we have Donkey Kong 64. Also another staple, Zelda Ocarina of Time, one of the greatest games made ever. And then also, why not have two of them? And then, of course, the sequel, Majora's Mask, the actual gold card, which is good. As you can see here, they were all labeled at $5.99 each, but it did have a coupon. We got Pokemon Stadium, which is good. The researchers of Pokemon in the last few years, and then Pokemon Stadium 2. Notice another gold cartridge. This is half and half. But the big one, the one that I'm really excited for, is a complete in-box copy of Mario Kart 64. So this has everything in it. It has the book, the inserts, everything. Even the game is still in plastic, so definitely a good pick up. But that's the best one so far. So as you can see, it did pretty good today. So about 10 games. Or it actually is 10 games. I bought a few other things today as well, so if you take away those things, I spent about $70, about $7 a game. More than I want to spend most of the time, but these things go quick. This isn't like a t-shirt that may take 2 years to sell. Most of this stuff is going to sell very quick because there's a lot of collectors out there. So I don't mind tying up $7 a game if I can make more. And like I said, I'll go over at the end like what I expect to make. But now, since you've seen them, some of them have a lot of sticker residue. They all have stickers on them. So I'm going to show you what I use to clean them, and then show you a little bit of the cleaning process. Alright, so this is what I use to clean and prep games for sale. First, you're going to have paper towels and then alcohol. This is cut 50-50 with water. This is, of course, microfiber cloths. You'll need those. Help save with paper towels as well. Q-tips, definitely very important. This is Goo Gone, which helps get rid of sticker residue, and then the Scotty peelers, which actually help get rid of the stickers themselves. These I highly suggest. You can get them off of Amazon, SCOTTY, just like the name, so Scotty. These are Magic Erasers. That's the brand name. What I usually do is just buy them off of eBay. They're called melamine foam, and it's way cheaper. Brasso is good for cleaning contacts. Something I don't think I have to do today, but just something to keep in mind for the future. And then we have this Wagner heat gun. You don't have to have it. It definitely helps in some aspects. And you can also just use a hairdryer if you want. So the first thing we want to do on any of these games is going to be take off the pricing tab, or the pricing sticker from Savers. Nobody wants these things. Fortunately, they did put them on the back and not on the cover like I've seen them do many times, or on the label, so that's annoying. These are fresh. Like I said, I really walked in as they were putting them out, so it shouldn't take too much to take them off. If these labels have been on a little bit longer, say a couple weeks or so, these Scotty peelers definitely help. But yeah, so that one's pretty clean. Should be easy, good to go there. So let's go to one that's a little bit tougher. So like this Zelda cartridge. You can tell this one, somebody either priced it differently or it was like a rental or something. That's why all these stickers all around it. Most likely a rental, because there's that sticker here, which is how they tracked it. So we're gonna try our best to get all of this off. May not be able to do all of it, but I mean, I think we can. The label on this one's ripped, so that really kind of sucks, but people still want it as long as the game is clean. So we'll go ahead and start trying our best to get this off. So I was hoping I could get some of that off with just the Scotty peeler, but it looks like I'm gonna have to use Goo Gone. I'll show you how I do that. So what I do, you don't ever want to apply it directly to anything. So I take a paper towel, fold it up, and then dab it in there like that. And then just wipe it onto the sticker and try to stay away from the label so you're not getting that. There's a little bit better. And then we can just let this soak in. And come back to it in a minute. We won't do both sides yet. All right, so this Zelda's been soaking with the goo gone for a little bit, so let's see how it goes now. Yeah. So I'm actually going to put a second application on here, just because I don't want to keep fighting it. So we'll do that and come back to it later. Alright, so like I said, while we're waiting on that other Zelda to finish, let's go ahead and attack this one. As you can see, I mean, that is some sort of residue, and we can get a lot of that off with a Scotty peeler. But then we're going to be looking at using cotton swabs and then alcohol as well to get this off. So let me show you what we do. First, I'll try to get it. Yep, that is stuck on. So another way to do it would be this way. You definitely don't want to get it on the label like I just did. Not the smartest thing in the world. There you go. So that one looks, like I said, about 20 times better. All the spots are gone. All nice and cleaned up. And this will be ready to take photographs of. It's way better than it was before. Alright, so this is the previous Zelda. As you can see, after a bunch of scrubbing and stuff, it all mostly came off. I'm going to, of course, when we get done, go ahead and give it another wipe down. But first, I want to show you the back. So see, this sticker right here is pretty well put on from a rental place. So we're going to use the heat gun to heat it up and take it off. As you can see, now that it's warmed up, comes right off. So you don't exactly need a heat gun, but I do suggest it if you're going to be doing a lot of this. Alright, so now after all that, all the wiping and the goo gone and then the heat gun, it looks presentable. Like somebody might buy this now. Yeah, so that just goes to show you that having the correct tools definitely makes it a lot better. There you go. One more thing I want to show you before I move on to photographing these is how to get rid of ink from these cartridges. Fortunately, this person didn't write on the label, which is always good, but you can just use this melamine foam here and then take and just scrub it down. So like I said, magic eraser. Be careful not to hit the label because it will take it off too. This is basically mild sandpaper, so you don't want to take off more than you need to, but just put a little bit of pressure. Just like that. And as you can see, it starts to disappear. And then soon enough, it's completely gone. Just like that. Alright, so we've gotten the stickers off of everything. We have magic eraser, the ones that need them. We have wiped down the ones that need it with Goo Gone. And now we've taken alcohol and wiped down all the outside carts so that way everything looks clean. One last thing you want to do, and I always save this step for the end just in case you get stuff in there while cleaning other parts, is cleaning the inside here. So even if it doesn't look bad, even if it doesn't look like it needs it, always take a Q-tip and some alcohol and just rub it in there. And I'll show you So obviously this is a clean Q-tip. Just take it and just rub it against the boards. Nothing too crazy. And then as you can see, it's probably hard to see, but there's some like brown black stuff on there. And that's just from contact. That's just from years and years of taking the cartridge out and putting it in. It's gonna end up having this little buildup. And then as you can see, the more I do, the more you can get an idea of just how dirty these things get. Yeah, now you can start to see it. But yeah, this is definitely very important, and then also test them. But then after this, I'm gonna show you what I do to photograph them. And then just for added effect, there's the side that we used to clean the inside, and this side is still fresh. So as you can see, there's a lot in there. Make sure you do that step. All right, so now we got all the games cleaned. They're ready to go. And so now we're gonna take pictures in this photo cube. I got this off Amazon, pretty cheap, but it's portable, it breaks all the way down, and then anytime I need to use it, I just throw it in here, and then let's plug it in, and I'll show you the features of it. So, as you can see, it does get nice and white. You can take and flip this down, this front part here, and then take pictures through one of the holes here. And then this also has a top flap, and you see this is the Amazon Basics brand, so the ones you probably can get if you just search for a cube. And then you can take pictures down this way if you want to. Normally I stand them up, the games, so I don't necessarily have to go through the top. But I'm gonna take the pictures, then I'll post a couple on the video to show you exactly how it looks, and then why I invest in this thing. And here you go. This is not stock photographs. Like, I just took these with that light cube in my iPhone. It literally makes anybody look like a genius photographer. So I highly suggest that if you're doing products like this, it definitely is worth the money that you spend. Just look at this. This is going to sell quicker than anybody else just because of the photos. All right, guys, so there we go. From purchasing them to cleaning them to photographing them, that's my process. So should give you an idea of what to do if you were going to buy these in the future. So now let's talk about money. Let's talk about profit. If you take out the pieces that aren't a part of this haul, I spent about $70 on 10 games, so $7 a game. That's more than I normally spend, but with a haul like this, they'll sell within a couple weeks, so it's super fast, so I don't mind spending a little bit more. Altogether, conservatively, I'm thinking about $330 in total sales. So let's say $300, just to be conservative, and you take away eBay fees, cost of goods sold, and I'm going to make them pay shipping, you're looking at about $200 profit. Which isn't bad for a couple hours of work. It's about $100 an hour. But yeah, so that's it. So that's what I got today. That's how I clean games and prepare them. So let me know if there's anything else you want to see, anything else like this that might interest you, and I'll make a video on it. But thanks for tuning in, and hit like and subscribe. Appreciate it, guys.